to say thank you so much again for, especially for the very important guests, to be here to listen to us and to support us. Thank you very much. And my name is Tan. Tonight I'm very happy to be here to introduce you to the rest of our team, Alexander, and Dustin, and Henry, and Art. We also worked for a voluntary volunteer for the National Hispanic Cultural Center, but I think we look different from the group just presented. And I think we're going to bring another wonderful image about the center to you. This center offers a variety of programs and activities throughout the year, such as music, dancing, plays, bodybuilding contests. It's a great place for anyone to enjoy interesting shows with friendly ushers. Our job there was scanning the tickets to make sure patrons had paid to get it, to get into the right events. We also greeted the patrons with smiling faces to welcome them when they arrived. We handed out programs and showed the audience their seats. At the end of each show, we said bye-bye to the audience and cleaned the theater floor. And of course, we always felt very pleased to have a chance to volunteer with our team members. And also, many times we also work with other ushers who came from other schools or organizations. So, and we also serve people from many different cultures to enjoy the show as well. That's wonderful, right? Our presentation has 6 parts. The first part is my introduction. Second is the vision. First is the mission statement. Fourth is the value. Next is the learning service. And last is our conclusion. So now I think it's time for the presenter to talk about this one.
Thank you very much, Deng. Now, as you say, my name is Alexander, and I'd like to share with everybody the vision of the National Hispanic Cultural Center. Now, before I tell you that, I'd like to start with a little bit of history. Starting in 1983, a group of local Hispanic community leaders came together with a dream. And this dream was to create a place that where local and international artists could share their work with the community and with the greater community as well. They also wanted to create a place that would foster the Hispanic culture, humanities, and arts. And then in 2000, the National Hispanic Cultural Center was created and their vision was made into reality. Now before I give you over to Henry, I'd like to share with everybody some of my personal experiences with the National Hispanic Cultural Center. I had previously, before volunteering at this organization, felt like I didn't have a culture, like I didn't fit in. And what I gained from being at this place was a taste of culture, and not only a taste of culture, but something that I could personally be a part in. And like many of my teammates, I have actually decided to continue volunteering at the National Hispanic Cultural Center because it's had just such an awesome impact. With that, I'm I'm going to turn the floor over to Henry, and he'll tell you about our mission statement, or the mission statement.
Thank you, Alexander. Bienvenidos is a Spanish term that means welcome. And for our mission is to welcome every age and gender and nationality cultures to the national Hispanic culture. And to do so, we provide the best customer service and communicate effectively with our guests to have them enjoy and have a great learning experience with the Hispanic culture. They also educate you in Spanish, Mexican, Spain, Latin Americans, and even Native Americans, so you can learn a little bit more about our Hispanic cultures. We live in a multicultural society, so it's a great place to start off learning our culture, especially in New Mexico, because we have a lot of Spanish-speaking people, and there's facilities and programs that is there for guests to utilize, so they can feel comfortable to utilize all this place, even go to restaurants, art galleries. So there's many activities and events that they're provide over there at the Hispanic Cultural Center. And for my learning experience, I learned a lot. My wife is Mexican, and from there I built more cultural from my my wife's side of culture, like the La Llorona. I thought it was just the La Llorona and the Cucuy. They're like friends or something. I heard it every time. But now, when I watched that play, I learned more and grasped more information about this La Llorona, that she killed 2 kids in the river, and she's weeping for her kids. And now I tell that to my kids, and they're scared. It helped me learn my wife's background and communicate with my in-laws and see where they're from. They're from Mexico, Chihuahua, and Juarez, and Durango. So I'm still learning the Hispanic cultures, and for the organizers to establish is a great place for everyone to be welcome and feel comfortable to come. There's a Spanish saying, mi casa es su casa, which means my house is your house. And here's Dustin to talk about our mission.
Nice. While volunteering at the Hispanic Cultural Center, I viewed many values, and a few of them stood out more than the others. One of them is, the National Hispanic Cultural Center has a very unwavering sense of pride in the presentation and the preservation of its arts. Having a deep root of history. Having deep roots in history, the Hispanic culture is a totem for understanding of one's past and its correlation to the future. The preservation of its culture is due in large part to the community it represents. And while I was working there, I felt an overwhelming sense of determination from all the employees that were working there. They also, while I was working there, I felt an overwhelming sense of conviction at what they were doing and why they were there, why they were doing it. There was such determination from not only the permanent people that have worked there for many years, but also from the volunteers themselves. I believe without a strong bond between family, the National Hispanic Cultural Center would be a much different place. Without history being passed down from one generation to the next, how much of it is passed would be around to share? Where would we learn said history from, if not from the National Hispanic Cultural Center? I'm proud to say, as I'm sure we all can, that I walk away with a better understanding and appreciation of the Hispanic culture and its performing arts and artists. And now if I can direct y'all's attention to the back, we're going to put on a skit for you called the Service Line. Service Line.
Welcome to the Spanish International.
Thank you.
Okay, your seats are in the mezzanine. Henry, sorry, your seat.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, ma'am. You need help to be placed into your seat?
Sure.
A6, right this way. Let me escort you. Please have a seat and enjoy your show.
Thank you. This is your. Oh, thanks for the show. Sure.
And here's art for our conclusion.
So, we tried to show you a little bit of what little things that we do at the center. We had multiple jobs, from scanning tickets to ushering people in, finding their seats. But as a group, we talked many times about the experience that we were having. And what it came together was, it was really fulfilling. It was an experience and a half. My first thought, and I think a lot of us too, when we got the assignment was, great, something else we have to do in order. But what you do is you roll with it. You go with it because that's part of your grade, it's part of your assignment. We ended up, Henry got us into the Hispanic Center. And I was really thrilled. And so when we started volunteering, all of us, like I said, we've talked many times about it, all of us just loved the experience. Loved it there. Everything about the place was just amazing. Meeting the people, talking to the people, every kind of person you like, the kids to adults, coming in to see from the bodybuilding to the plays. I personally bought tickets for my wife and her mom to go see La Llorona because it's something that we've known about, heard about all of our lives living here in New Mexico. They went, at the end of the show, they both pulled a tear because how powerful that play was. And Henry and I actually worked that one together, and it was amazing. And I personally walked away from that play with a whole different light on that whole situation. We grow up thinking, it's just a story they're telling us just to scare us, like Henry's doing. But but it worked. But the true meaning was just amazing. As a group, I think we all got so inspired by doing this and being there that we've all re-volunteered. And actually, I'm taking my wife with me on the volunteer. We re-volunteered to do service there. It was the best experience I've ever had. We loved it. Right now, I'd like to bring Doug up for a second to say just a couple of words. Doug is the volunteer coordinator. We had a great experience with Rosemary, who was the house manager, who helped organize us at the time. She's like, you need to go here, you need to go there. That's an amazing woman. She needs a lot of praise for what she does. Go ahead, Doug.
Thank you. What a wonderful thing to hear all of these experiences, and it means a lot to me. Honestly, I shed a tear too when I saw this, because that what is happening on the border affects me very deeply. I have roots on both sides, and that what's happening all along the border really touches me, and I'm glad that people found the plays that were presented so interesting, so educational, and so moving, because I did too. I found them all the same way. I do have to make a clarification. Bodybuilding is not a program of the National What happens is, originally when the center was built, that was the plan. We would present all these wonderful aspects of Hispanic culture, including the cuisines. That is one of the finest arts of the Hispanic world, is food. And so the vision of the founders was to present the whole big picture and to have collections that preserve. But over time, with diminishing budgets, people asked us, well, can we rent your space? And we would rent to dance groups and all sorts of groups. Well, we have a great staff, we have great spaces, money supports programming, so interesting groups like the bodybuilding group came. They came last year, they rented the space, they loved it so much and felt like it was so well done that they brought another group this year and they rented it again. It's hard for me to get older volunteers who love culture to go usher for a bodybuilding. But you know what? They're learning. It's fun. But these guys, all of them really came through for me. We staffed last year. We were way understaffed. There was chaos. This year, thanks to service learning, you really served. And I'm very grateful for that. So thank you. Thank you.
So real quick, just to close it up, we, as a team, want to thank Sharon for bringing this to us for one, our guests for being here, but to Denise, you taught us a lot this semester, and it's been proven by the presentations. It really has. Everyone put their best, and you brought it out. So, thank you.
Thank you.